tragically, I'm home alone. But you know what that means?
That means I get to have fish.
Because my husband hates fish.
So what are we thinking? A clay pot rice salmon for one? I like the way you think. Let's make it. If I'm given the opportunity to use my super tiny clay pot, you better believe I am. It's the perfect size to cook enough rice for one person. Me. But instead of cooking just plain old white rice, I'm gonna add some seasonings. I start by lightly stir-frying some teeny tiny baby dried shrimps, and I'm also gonna be adding 2 kinds of mushrooms for even more umami flavor. Shiitake and shimeji. I saute them for a couple minutes over a super low flame with a little bit of salt just to start breaking them down. Once they reduce to about half the size, I add my washed and soaked rice. Let your rice soak for 20 minutes or you'll end up with chewy hard grains of rice. Ew! To the pot, I add my homemade dashi broth, which is made with dried shiitake, kombu, dried shrimp, and radish. I bring it to a simmer, I place the lid on, and I let the rice cook for about 15 minutes. After that, I turn the heat off and let it steam for another 20. Elan, you said there was gonna be salmon. Where's the salmon? Hold on 1 second.
You could cook the salmon in the pot with the rice, but I like when the skin is a little bit crispy, so we're gonna pan fry it.
So yes, technically this could be a one-pot meal, but in my opinion, sometimes extra pans and pots are necessary for more deliciousness. Keeping it super simple, I'm just salting my salmon on both sides and then placing it skin side down in my oiled, preheated stainless steel pan. Applying even pressure to make sure that the skin gets a nice, super even golden crisp.
Just like that, we done.
I know I'm home alone and no one's gonna judge me, but I still wanna be responsible and eat my veggies. So I'm just gonna lightly saute some asparagus in the same pan that I cooked my salmon in. And I also prepped some sugar peas by removing the ends and strings from each pod and cutting them up. If my rice ain't a little crispy on the bottom, I don't want it. So right before I'm about to eat, I place the pot back on the burner, I pour a little bit of sesame oil around the rim, and I let it cook for an additional 8 minutes. Crispy bottom every time. I place my salmon on top, and then I strategically lay out my asparagus. Listen, if you're not plating your food with intention, it's time to start. Okay, because you deserve beautiful looking food. Period. Tying it all together, a sprout salad dressed with a black vinegar and scallion oil vinaigrette. And more drizzled on top, for good measure. To find all the correct measurements and ingredients, you can find the full written recipe on my blog. Now, it's time to destroy it. Because it tastes better that way.
This looks so freaking good. I'm so excited to eat this. These big meaty chunks of salmon. Got some of that crispy bottom. And I love the flavor from the shrimp. The scallion oil dressing and the black vinegar add a nice acidity. Otherwise, this is a very rich dish. It reminds me of one of those onigiris from 7-Eleven in Japan. The way that this is flavored. Oh, so tasty. I love seeing what you guys make. Send me a picture. Getting pictures sent to me makes my entire day, if not my entire week. All right.